No, you look very familiar because you look just like a guy that I saw at Scott Hansen's comedy gallery over in Arden Hills a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was probably me. I've been doing some comedy on the side just to have a little fun. It's a little break from being a CPA, and it's actually pronounced Scott Catterlick CPA.
Catterlick.
Yeah, so we were close.
Yeah, really close. They can't hear the eye rolls.
That's right. You had a couple of vowels right. I don't know.
Well, you guys have been partners of ours for a long time. I know we've worked with you guys on and off the show.
Yep.
And tell us a little bit about the firm, what you guys offer, and why you'd be part of a real estate show.
Mavis and Flaggar Catterlick and Associates has been around for 22 years. Our firm is made up of a group of individuals that work in areas of small business, large business, executives, insurance professionals, real estate professionals, as well as dental service providers, wholesalers, retailers. We handle pretty much the entire gamut of businesses out there.
Okay, great. So
we get involved in real estate because all of our clients are either large homeowners,
yep,
real estate investors, rental property owners, so real estate becomes a real part of our business, as well as developers and property management.
Exactly. So, let's talk about a little bit like home mortgage interest rate deductions and things like that. I mean, we always hear rumors that they're going to go away, and, what are your thoughts or feelings on that?
Well, the mortgage interest deduction is actually the largest tax deduction our people pay today, or to deduct this
right,
on their returns. And so it's really important that deduction stays intact. It would have a detrimental effect on the real estate market as well as their tax situation. So unless you lower the rates or the tax rates so significantly to offset what they would lose in a tax deduction, it would be huge.
Yeah, absolutely. No kidding. What about so what do you see? I know that there's some new stuff they're putting on the plate that you're trying to get with taxation. It's always changing, hence the need for a professional like yourself. And so what are things that, as listeners are out there that are homeowners or in the real estate, what are changes we might be facing this fall that we want to be aware of?
Well, I thank God every day that we have a Congress, because they create new laws every day, which gives me an opportunity to interpret them and put them on the tax return. So without Congress, I would be unemployed. Now, they basically have a significant issue coming to head at the end of this year. Tax rates are scheduled to increase dramatically. Without Congress doing something, we will see a large increase in tax rates, as well as the economy will be, again, dramatically affected by that. And so we're sitting right next to the Republican booth. We're just across the street from Senators Amy Klobuchar and Al Franken. I'm going to stop by those booths and talk to them about the significance of maintaining tax rates at a level that people can afford, as well as keeping the economy moving.
Well, and that's a great thing to talk about, because out at the fair here, you have access to people that you normally wouldn't have access to, and that's a great point.
That's correct.
Yeah, well, good. So what do you see like with real estate? As far as you're obviously involved in real estate yourself. What do you think is going to happen here in the next 6 months to a year? I think we're still trending in the right direction, or are we peaking out, or what do you think?
Absolutely. I think there's more houses being sold right now. Our inventory's dropping. I'm sure you're aware of that. I work with the St. Paul Association of Realtors, and that group is seeing some increase in sales, which is great. We're seeing a nice slow trend backward up in the market.
Good.
People are buying. There's a lot of rental properties being purchased and turning into rental, and rentals are really a big piece right now in the market.
Well, cool. Yeah. So if anybody wants to get a hold of you guys, obviously you guys are on the Real Estate Radio Hour website. Go there and they can get in contact with you if you want to do any reviewing of your taxes or
Absolutely.
Have any questions based off the show. And right, Denny?
I was going to ask you to pronounce his last name again.
It's Scott Catterlick.
Catterlick, and he's actually, I will put a plug in for him. He's actually opening for Louis Anderson up in Cross Lake at the Pines Peak, I believe, next weekend.
The Pine Peak Event Center.
Yeah.
Next Saturday night, two shows.
I didn't know we had a celebrity with us.
Well, with Scott, because I know you've done some humor on the show before. I don't know if Scott's heard that.
No, it's not humor. It's nervous chatter.
I don't have a lot of humor, but a story, recently. My wife likes to shop, and it's hard. But she lost her credit card, and we decided that we wouldn't report the credit card being lost because the thief is actually spending less money than she is.
I didn't see that coming. Very good.